Which one do you want to take? Footpath, easy, or bush track, moderate? Trying to tell me something?
And I went to grab her, I thought it was another body, went to grab her hand, and as they did, she grabbed them. And she was alive, scared the living hell out of them, but she...
The site of the Tangiwai Disaster Memorial. Welcome to Tangiwai, Weeping Waters. Sad, eh? Oh well. Christmas Eve, 1953. 151 people lost their lives here at Tangiwai while on a train going from Wellington to Auckland. The unfortunate timing of Mount Ruapehu's crater lake overflowing to form a laha, which is a river of water, mud, rocks and ice that was once at the top of the volcano. The laha on that fateful night caused the Tangiwai railway bridge to collapse just before the KA 949 passenger train was about to cross over it. The steam locomotive hauling 11 carriages with 285 passengers and crew on it was mostly lost to the broken bridge and raging waters below. But 3 first-class carriages, the guards van and a postal van did remain on the track. 151 lives perished, with 20 bodies never found, presumed to have been carried along the river and out to sea. This is New Zealand's worst railway accident. Christmas Eve tragedy at Tangiwai. Wow. There's Cyril. There he is. I was a bit older than that when I worked with him. Dad. Oh, what's this one? Oh, the new bridge. Oh, gee. The heroes of that night were the engine driver and fireman who, after seeing the waving torchlight coming from Cyril Ellis, they immediately applied the emergency brakes. 134 passengers survived because of this action, and Cyril Ellis, after bravely running toward the train with his torch, also entered the 6th carriage along with 2 other men, and they rescued 22 passengers. Another couple, the Bells, rescued 15 people from the 1st carriage and drove for help to raise the alarm. Recovery went on for days as many bodies were washed downstream, some 24 kilometres away, hanging in trees or buried in mud. 21 bodies were never identified and are buried at Karori Cemetery in Wellington. Oh, the mountain's disappearing, it's over there. And that's the Hongahu River? Hongahu. Wow. Just a sweet little river today. What do you think of that? I know. What is it? It's like carpet on the garage. Sorry people, you're not in here? Good. Thought I was touching your car. Random. No doggies, no nothing. Some of the survivors' stories were interesting, like the brother and sister that would have been in a carriage that the majority of occupants died in if they hadn't been moved to the rear of the train. And a Ted Brett survived, but his friends Douglas and John, who were brothers, didn't. He later married his deceased friend's sister, and they named their first child Douglas John Brett after her dead brothers. Okay, let's go for a walk. There it is. You're hiding in the bushes. There's the bridge there. The new bridge. Okay, which one do you want to take? Footpath, easy, or bush track, moderate? Oh, okay, I'll meet you there. Bye. He's funny. Look at all the toy. Dira. Hey, Robert. The day after the disaster, work started on the new temporary bridge. 6 days after the disaster, trains were again crossing the Wangaihu River on the temporary bridge. In 2007, another laha, a worse one with a greater flow than that of the 1953 one, flowed safely under the new bridge. Naughty old Rupu chose to break the crater, send a laha down. Naughty. How easy is the easy track? There's not much difference between the two. Not that hard. Okay, we're at that fork in the road. Done. Can't read Māori, sorry. Some names. Shame, eh? Wow. Wow.
two girls were underwater and swam up, hanging onto the luggage rack. And she pulled this other girl up, didn't know who she was, a girl Karen and a girl Belle. And she pulled them up, they didn't know where they were. And they climbed out. They came out this door here, out of the carriage, and got up onto here. And that was the pier. But there they froze, with all the ice coming down off the mountain. They froze there, so they got on the locomotive. But there they burnt their feet.
Yeah.
So they were having a hard time. Now that was the carriage that I searched. I was 16 at the time. And I came out and went down to it and searched out, but there was nobody in it. They were all washed out. There was a fourth girl got washed down here, Sadie Woods. Now 2 hours later, she was found in here, and two men coming along the road, two forestry workers, they had a torch and they saw a glint, and it was her engagement ring. And they went down and pulled the rubbish off her, and they went to grab her, I thought it was another body, went to grab her hand, and as they did, she grabbed them. And she was alive, scared the living hell out of them, but she lived. They took her out to R&D Hospital and lived.
If you have watched our Oakuni episode, you'll know that I used to work in the Wanganui post office with Cyril Ellis. I was only in my late teens then, and Cyril was a middle-aged man, but my father made me aware of Cyril's bravery that night of the Tangiwai Disaster. Cyril, again, another picture of Cyril. The things they used, is it, to dig? Huh.